Okay.
I think now
That was a good
11.
that was a great countdown, though.
That was a good countdown, right? And it
Yeah.
failed. It
Yeah.
failed.
It fell,
Failed
but
the
at least
first time.
yeah, at least you thought of it and you thought you had it, so it's okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Wait, it still says I'm not thinking.
Oh my
Wait, there.
gosh. There's a 30-second delay, right? Remember the
Oh
30
yeah,
second
yeah.
delay?
True. So they probably
Yeah.
can't. Now I got a commercial. There you go.
Yay! Commercial
Commercial.
time. What commercial do you get?
Um, I got some Square Enix about some new game, and the character
Oh.
looks like some helm, and I don't even know. Now she runs. I thought it was medieval, and then she runs out of flamethrower. Okay.
Okay, well then, never mind.
Yeah. Free
Yeah.
to Nosh Goth. What?
Yay! Yay, Foxy! How's it going, buddy? Yeah,
Hey,
Fox in
Fox.
the building. How you doing, buddy? Oh wow. So I've got the famous GeminiWolfe with me today.
I wouldn't say
GeminiWolfe.
famous.
Yeah, you're famous. You're famous. You're famous. Everyone knows you online. Everyone knows who you are. You're
Oh
famous.
no,
You're
not
famous.
famous. I'm not
Mhm.
interwebs famous.
It's interwebs famous. It's the same thing. Famous is famous, right? Famous. Everyone knows who you are. Everyone's happy to see you, and I call that famous. I call
Yeah,
that fame.
infamous. Yeah, I wish I was infamous.
Yeah. So welcome, guys, to Tea Time with Mo. And like I said, I'm joined with the one and only GeminiWolfe. Just
Nope.
in case nobody knows who GeminiWolfe is, or someone in the chat doesn't know who GeminiWolfe is, Gemini, why don't you introduce yourself?
I am Jimmy or Jim or Jimma, whatever else names they got. Jimma Ho, Jimma Thighs.
What?
Like
That's a
I
lot
got
of.
like tons of names.
Yeah. I
Let's
like
see.
calling you Jemmy.
Yeah. See, Jimmy was more of a Mo's thing that started. Mo started calling me Jimmy because I don't remember anyone else calling me that.
Wow. Okay.
I'm pretty sure you were the first one to start calling me that, and everybody started calling me Jimmy. Anyways, so I've been part of the, I guess, community casters and power planters and just our community in general for like 3 years or something like that. Let's see.
Yeah.
Typically, I was the one that was always doing random stuff or getting caught on videotape doing something silly, aka a Emma Thighs video, and then I think I was dancing a hot potato. And I've just done a lot of stuff.
Yes, you have.
I actually started coming on Twitch because one of my friends was friends with a frag dog cadet who went to school that we go to. Yeah.
Wow.
Jessica Brohan was actually an OSU student, and I go to OSU with a bunch of my friends, and she was friends with one of my friends, and he realized that I was really good at video games, so he told me to apply. I didn't know anything about the cadets, so I went to do research, and the first person I see is a Yanni. And then I started going into her chat, and I used to never talk. I actually had a different username at the time, so people call me Wolfie.
Wow.
And I used to never talk, and then Yanni realized I was a girl, and then we just hit it off.
So really, your first like Twitch personality that you met was Ayane then. So that's wow. Ayane is such a huge part of this community, you know.
Yeah, and also Gears is a really fun game to watch, and I love watching her play.
I loved watching like Missy play it. I think I remember playing, watching Missy play it a lot. And she was, I think, the only one that I used to play Gears of War at the time. And from obviously like from Missy and everyone, like I met everyone, like met you. You were in pretty much every stream that I used to go into. So that's how we got to know each other a lot.
And also because me and you were like you and Nex were like the only mods in Chicky's chat when she first started. And then that's when like Swoozy was in there a ton. And when Swoozy was in there a ton, and that's how I got to know you. I don't know how I actually met Chicky, but I didn't meet Chicky from a Yanni. I met Fred through a Yanni. Because Yanni told me to go in Fred's chat and jump him to use a sexy voice. So obviously I did that and started trolling him, and then I found out he was in there.
Wow.
That's how I met Fred. Chicky, I think she was on the list of cadets. And no, what happened was I used to be the cadet right after Yanni that I met and got close to was Monodrake. Chicky was in Monodrake's chat, and then eventually I went to Chicky's chat when Mana had put that she was streaming, but Mana was actually for a long time the only chat I was in there most of the time when she was streaming a lot.
Wow.
Because she was streaming Halo. It was Ayani and Mana that got me into the community, because from her I met Chicky, which met you, and then from Ayani I met Fred, and then from Ayani's chat I met Missy and Wabbit.
Wow.
And then from there, and from Wabbit I met Millie.
Wow.
I remember how this stuff goes, because from Fred I met Vince. It was like, it's like a big old web.
It is. That's the thing. Like you just sometimes you just go to one person. Like say one of your friends is streaming, you go to one of your friends, and from your friends you meet other people that come in and they enjoy the same stuff as you. So it's very easy to make friends. You know. So I don't know. I like the way. No matter how many problems Twitch has, you've got to be very grateful to Twitch, because without Twitch we wouldn't have met all these awesome people, you know. So yeah. I mean, like, I'm glad that we met. That's for sure. You know, you definitely, I have a huge amount of respect for you. Huge amount of respect for Jemmy, because you're my Jemmy, nobody else's. Yeah. Okay, so I'm drinking some tea today. I'm drinking some Yorkshire tea in a newish cup. Well, it's not new, it's an old cup, but it has my name on it. What's that about? What is that about? It's got my name on it and stuff. It's got a game. I mean, it's got a footballer in the front. Yeah. I love this cup now. But yeah, why are you drinking anything, Jemmy?
I'm drinking water. Just a little bit of water. I'll probably go get some more, but
water.
I don't have much.
That's fine.
So that's a problem. If anyone want to donate me some tea for tea time, I'd very much appreciate it. And Earthscape, yeah, you know, most of people do the FDC. Yeah, see, that's exactly how a lot of people started, because when the Fragdog Cadets was a huge thing, there was a lot of girls that were trying to get into it, and I had a lot of friends recommending me to get into it. But by the time I felt like I had my application or my information high enough to apply, I was going against some competitors that were just too much for most normal people to do it. That's the best I can say.
Wow.
Yeah, because the last year they had it, the people we pretty much competed with was like Christy Pride, who is so well known.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it was Sam and Ali Mew. Those were the three people. I was like, why are they even trying? Not that they can't make it or anything, but those girls are huge.
They are. Yeah. I've known Ali Mew for a while as well. And yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome as well, you know. But you know, I mean, like, this is one of those things, like, they're very amazing. Yeah, all of them are amazing. But this is the thing, like, for me, you guys came from Fragdoll Cadets, or Fragdolls, and I came in from somewhere completely different, from YouTube. And I didn't even know what Fragdolls were until me and Chicky had a conversation about it, you know, and Deadsy and everyone. We all had a conversation. That's when I started to realize, like, where, like, most of people have been coming in from, you know. Like, I've known Chicky has been in a whole bunch of different things, and I know you've been in a whole bunch of different things, you know. So it's really good. It's really nice to see all these, to hear about everyone's history, you know. It's like, because I feel like I've missed out so much, so much. By the way, hi Scarlet's Pizza, hi Sir Deadly, hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
We're just drinking some tea. Well, I'm just drinking some tea and we're just chilling.
Yeah.
So, answer me a question then, Jemmy. How did you become a gamer? What was your first console? What's the most memorable game?
My first console? Well, it depends. Does it count which one that was bought specifically for me, or which one was bought for the household? Because I technically had like a Sega Genesis, even an NES, I believe. No, we had an NES. But my brother got bad grades and my dad sold it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because he didn't think about the other 3 kids that was in the house. But honestly, my father believed that you shouldn't be playing video games after a certain age. So I
Wow.
don't care. Yeah.
So your first was a Sega Genesis then?
Yeah. So that's why I guess why he sold it, and I guess because he thought we were girls. But my first actual console was the N64 that I owned. That was specifically bought for me, unless you count my Game Boy, which was technically first. But household console was the N64 that I still have and still have a lot of games for.
Wow.
And yeah, but how I actually got really into video games was two reasons. I used to be like casual because I like my Pokemon came out, and that's like the most recent thing that I remember was Pokemon. And then I got Blue and Red, and I loved the Game Boy and stuff because it was just something for us to do. But as far as my first vivid like memory of me really getting into video games was playing Tekken at my aunt's house, not my aunt's, my cousin's house, because she had a PlayStation, and me and my sister used to play Tekken all the time. I mean, like all the time, and that's why I'm still good at the game, because since the controls and stuff didn't change, I can still play. But that's like the first actual memory I have of video game. I remember Street Fighter. I just don't remember when I was playing it or what I was doing. I just remember I was like 5, and I was trying to play, and then my brother would beat me up, and I'd be like, I don't want to play with you no more.
So what was your most memorable game then? What
most memorable game?
Yeah, the one that you just think so fondly back at, you know.
Memorable game is Smash Brothers.
Smash
Hands
Brothers.
down.
N64.
I probably spent like 5,000 hours on that game.
Wow, that's a lot of hours.
Yeah, and that's when I was 10. Like, cause we just used to play that all the time. And then my brother and my god brother would sit there and argue about who was better. No, Pikachu is better than Captain Falcon. Captain is better than Pikachu. I'm like, just let me play. And I used to be good at Mario, so we used to all play. We used to just meet in the basement of my house and just sit there, and just all of us would grab controllers and we would play. And then my brother would get mad and he'd knock the controller out of the hand. And I'd be like, "Ugh, you older than me, so I can't fight you." But
wow.
So we used to have a lot of fun, like with Smash Bros. In general. Our N64, like our thing, like we used to play it like a ton. And then there was a game on N64 that I specifically loved called Jet Force Gemini, and it was awesome.
Wow. That's wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never played a Smash Brothers game, so I wouldn't know. Like, I know most of the characters. They're pretty famous. But I've never actually sat down and ever played even one match on Smash Brothers.
Oh my goodness.
So
you should.
I mean, like, I'm still thinking about getting a Wii U, like, for my mom. But if I do, maybe I'll pick up Smash Brothers. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to figure out if I can get it as a bundle or anything like that.
Yeah. The thing about Nintendo for me is that my twin sister has a Wii U, and she's a huge like Nintendo fan, which is great.
Yeah.
I love Nintendo too, but the issue I have with Nintendo is that it only ever comes out with 1 or 2 games that I want. So I can't really justify at the moment purchasing the entire system for one game.
That's true.
That is my whole thing. And also, Smash Brothers, in my opinion, is better when you're playing with a bunch of friends. I don't really want to play online Nintendo because their online is not the greatest.
No.
But if I had it and a bunch of my friends would come over and play it every day, then I'll get it. But if it's just to play online by myself, not so much. Because the only other game on Nintendo that I play a lot is Pokemon.
You see, that's the thing, like, with Nintendo, is like, I wouldn't associate Nintendo for having a great multiplayer experience.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, you know, you can say, hey, you can play awesome games on that, you know, you can play some really awesome multiplayer games. But I wouldn't associate Nintendo. I mean, I'm sure you can do it, and I'm sure there's games that do it well, but I just don't associate that. If I want a Nintendo system, like even a Game Boy, I am going to get it for the RPGs. Because that's what I feel like it is. It's a great solo experience. Especially the new games that they're coming out with, like Xenoblade Chronicles X, Dragon Quest, and Legend of Zelda. You know, those are great games that you can play
Yeah.
Solo, or if you are going to play multiplayer, it's split screen. That's what you think. When I think Nintendo, it's split screen. I don't ever think of it as, oh, I'm going to play someone across the land. It's just, I don't feel like it's made for that. But you know what? People have had fun with it, so I'm not gonna knock it until I try it. But like, I'm never really been a Nintendo fan. The only Nintendo thing I've ever had was a Game Boy. And a Game Boy Color. That's it.
And that's fine. Like, I had a lot of fun with my older consoles, but after the GameCube, I only had like 1 or 2 games, and it wasn't really worth the purchase. But also, I don't have. There's a lot of things that I like to do, and gaming is just not the one passion I have. I can't just spend $200, $300 on a console when I could use it for something else.
That's true.
So that's my argument with it, and that's not for everybody. That's just specifically for me. For me, the only games that are really worth it are the Zelda games.
Oh yeah.
The not so much Mario, granted they're fun games, and Metroid games, and Xenoblade. That's it. And Fire Emblem, actually. But the Fire Emblem games on the DS are really good, and I have a DS. And they still come up with a lot of games for Zelda on the DS, so I don't really miss out on it. Also, my twin sister has it, so I just sort of walk over to her house and play on, and then go back home.
Fair enough.
So,
you might as well. Yeah. No one's using it. You might as well make use of it, right?
Yeah, no, she plays hers every day. She actually has a bunch of games that she likes, but once again, they're still Zelda games, Xenosaga, Metroid. Like, she has these same games that I would consider really good for the same reason. I also personally don't believe in trying to have too many consoles. I'm already play PC and PlayStation 4 a lot, to tell you the truth. I play my PC about every day, or I play my PlayStation 4 about every day. I don't need another one. I don't even play my DS every day, and I feel guilty because that was a gift, and I don't play it as much as I want to.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like, for me, portable gaming, personally, I just can't do it. I can't play it. It's just one of those things, like, yeah, you can, if someone gives you as a gift, you're not going to change your habits for that gift. Yes, if you have a habit already, like, say, gaming at home, sitting, relaxing, and someone gets you a PlayStation 4, you're like, yes, this is perfect. This is an upgrade from what I already have. I'm gonna keep playing it. But whereas if someone gives you something like a portable system, and you're not a portable gamer, you're not going to make a habit. Yeah, you'll play it once in a while, and whatever. It's good to have, but I personally,
Yeah, like, Pokemon was the reason why I thought it was worth it, because I spent like 500 hours playing Pokemon, which is so unnecessary.
Yeah.
But once again, that's one game that took me. That Pokemon specifically is a game that's worth it for me, because that game you can do so much in.
It's true.
Okay, and that it's a different type of game compared to the rest of the ones we're talking about.
Yeah.
But I still sort of felt guilty that one of my really good friends since I was 6 bought that for me. But I understand why he did it, because we used to play that all the time when we was younger. But it still made me feel guilty that I have it. But fortunately, like, somebody else bought me a Zelda game on it, so I have played it. But it's just I don't play it as much as I should.
Okay.
Like, I'll play it on the way to work and on the way back. But as far as my, PlayStation 4, oh yeah, Pete, like Dad Fox, you said the right thing. PSP. I actually would probably have preferred a Vita over a PSP, for the simple fact that the Vita has games on the PlayStation 2 that I have not played, or the PSN, like all the Persona series. I never played Persona, and I would love to play Persona, but I no longer have a PlayStation 2, and I doubt I'm going to be playing my PlayStation 3. So with the PS Vita, then I could play all that stuff on the go.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
That would be worth it.
I'll tell you something. The Persona series is one of those series that was under my radar for the longest time, but never picked up. I never picked them up, and I completely understand why you would want a PS Vita for Persona, because Persona 4 is, what I've heard, an amazing game, like an amazing game, especially on the Vita. It's so good, and yeah, it's one of those games that when I had a Vita, I didn't even pick it up. I don't know why I didn't pick it up, but I didn't pick that one up. So I'm thinking about getting, the PlayStation TV thing,
Yeah.
and playing my Vita games on there. So hopefully, and there's also Uncharted on the Vita as well. The
Yeah,
Uncharted Golden
not
Abyss.
even that. Gravity Rush and the fact that they're
Oh,
trying,
Gravity
granted,
Rush.
they're still working on it, but the facts that they're trying to make games compatible is what is worth it to me. For example, Final Fantasy X can be played on your Vita if you have the game on PlayStation 3. That makes it worth it because I don't see me turning on my PlayStation 3 again. And I hate to say that, but I say that for the simple fact that I've beaten all my games on my PlayStation 3. I've transferred all the current games that I have to my PlayStation 4. I don't have a reason to turn it back on at all, unless somebody wants to play something with me. So the Vita is what branches that for me, where there's PlayStation 3 games I still want to play that are on the Vita. For example, Gravity Rush I never played, the Final Fantasy remakes, the Resident Evil remakes, and many of the ports that I didn't play when I had a PlayStation 2 because I had a PlayStation 2, but I never had a PlayStation 1, which is surprising because I'm a Sony fan. Never had a PlayStation 1. But there's a bunch of games I've never played on the PlayStation 1, and even the PlayStation 2. So to me, the Vita would be more worth it.
That's the thing, like for me as well, it's kind of frustrating. Like there's all these amazing first-party Sony games that I haven't touched that were out on the PS2.
Yeah.
And it's like PS2 and then PS3 and I never even touched them. And I'm like, why? Like God of War, for instance. What are the biggest... I think I played a good 5 hours of one and that's about it. Whereas some other ones, you know, it's like, oh my goodness. Sometimes I just feel like, you know, these are the biggest Sony titles and I'm missing out. And it is frustrating, but the thing is that you have to take into account is you can't play every game. You know, there's just too many games out there. You know, so I don't know. I mean, like, but Persona series, I'm definitely pick it up. How did you see the new trailer for Persona 5?
Yes, and it looks. I don't know, like all of a sudden everyone's trying to kill each other. And it's like, what's wrong with it? Like, first of all, Persona has always been creepy. To me, because it's like this guy sits in this limo, creepy as snot, telling you you're going to die today. You're going to make a choice, and I'm like, no, I don't know who you are. I don't want you here. You're scary. Hey, Lizzie.
Hi, Lizzie. How you doing?
And but I played a little bit of them when I had my backwards cape PlayStation 3, but that busted like 2 years ago. I cried for 3 days, guys. Literally.
Oh my god!
I cried for 3 days.
Was that your backwards compatible one?
Yes.
The 60 gig one? Oh my gosh! I still have one. Oh,
I still have it.
Oh,
I refuse to throw it away.
Try and get it fixed.
I tried, and it got fixed, and it went back and busted. But I think if I bring it to someplace like professional, they can fix it. But I just refuse to throw it away yet.
Yeah, don't throw that stuff away. That's the best thing ever. If they took out a backwards compatible PlayStation 4, hell yeah, I would trade mine in so quickly. It'd make your head spin.
Oh, sorry. That's one of the reasons why I had an argument about how expensive the beginning PlayStation 3s were. People were like, it's $500, it's too much, but at least for being backwards, I would have paid $100 for it to be backwards cake. That's the issue. I was willing to pay that much for it to be backwards cake because it was so great for me to play. I played Final Fantasy on my biggie. I call him a fatty. That's what I call him. I paid all my Final Fantasy games on PlayStation 2 on that fatty. And I could play whatever I wanted. So I loved it. I played Crash Bandicoot on there.
Oh my gosh. I had to digitally download it just so I could play it.
Yeah, in which, like, that's one thing I do like that Sony's trying to bring them back digitally. Because if you buy it digitally, sometimes you can get it on PlayStation 3, 4, and Vita. I do love it.
You can't get it for PlayStation 4, unfortunately. You can get it for PlayStation 3, Vita.
Splunky, though, is for PlayStation 4.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, they're doing it for all, is that one. Yeah. Even the one game that came out this PlayStation Plus was Rogue Legacy. PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and Vita is that one is compatible. Love it. If I had all three, that'd be perfect. You know, it's perfect. Like if you got like a large household or something.
Yeah,
So
it is.
I don't know.
Um, yeah, so I'm still contemplating back and forth on the portables, but I just know I like the port. If I was going someplace in life, then I get the portables would be more useful. But even so, I got screwed over because I have a tablet and it has Hearthstone on it, so I'm done for the rest of my life.
Hearthstone? You've
I
been
love
playing
Hearthstone.
Hearthstone?
Yeah,
Okay, how you thinking about that? What would you think about that?
I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh like to the extreme, so I love playing card games.
Wow.
Because I am so good like at card games, yo. My friends hated playing me in Yu-Gi-Oh because I would
Oh,
destroy them even
I
now.
loved Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, by the
They
way,
hate me.
big, big, big hello to No Quote for Humanity. Oh my gosh, how you been? I haven't seen you in freaking ages. Yay! Thank you for coming by. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate it. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh. I used to have the PlayStation 2 version of that game. Loved it. Loved it so much. I wish I could have played that online. If I could have played that
Yeah,
online, I don't know how I'd have done. To be honest with you, I've never played that game against anyone. All I knew is I crushed that game over and
yeah.
over and over again.
Strangely enough, there's an emulator that you get on your tablet that you play against people and you make your own deck.
What?
I have it.
Oh my gosh.
It was the
I need a
worst thing
tablet.
I've ever seen.
Dang it, I need a tablet.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I love Hearthstone. I love games where you have to think a lot, and I love those type of
Mhm.
games. I got to think like, what am I going to do here, 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 and that's the reason why I don't really see me getting into handhelds too much more. Besides Zelda and certain games, because I love Hearthstone if I have
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey
Fred.
Fred, how's it going, buddy? I'll tell you something. Like Hearthstone is one of those games that I wish I got into. I've been watching a lot of I don't know, he's a big YouTuber and he's a very big Twitch person. He's called Athene. Now this dude, he crushes everyone in that game. Once in a while he'll lose, but come on, this dude, he knows exactly how to play Hearthstone. And just to be like that good at a game, I would love to be like that. I'll, but yeah, it seems intriguing. It's very tactical, Hearthstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
See,
love to play that game.
I'm a person that loves chess and stuff like that. So being tactical is like where I'm at. You know,
Right,
when
right,
I'm have
right.
to think about a
Mhm.
plan and then do this and this. And if I just had the newer cards, I would like win more often. But I don't. I play so much stuff. I do too much, Mo. Too much in life. Okay, like I'm serious. Like let me like this weekend. The reason why I couldn't be on the show last weekend was because I
Yeah.
went to an anime convention.
Yeah, I saw the pictures.
Okay, and I bought so much stuff, and I didn't need the stuff. But I was
Wow.
like, spoil yourself. Take my money. Take it.
You know,
Give me everything.
this week on Pablo and Tia's livecast, we were talking about addictions. GeminiWolfe, do you have an addiction?
Yeah, video games, comic books, and anime. Like all three of the trifecta of nerd
The
is
most
in me.
expensive
And
habits that
is
you can find,
it.
yeah.
Like I have it. Like I can't help it. Like people are like, oh, I went out to drink today. I read a book today.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah. I bought a plushie today. How about that?
That's why I'm like, I spent my weekend going out. I finished Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then people look at me like, really? I said, yeah. Like, that's what I do.
Yeah, that's fun. Exactly. You see, I get those looks all the time. Like even today when I was out to dinner, I didn't really relate to the people that are around me because they don't play games, they don't watch TV shows that I like to watch. They don't like the movies that I like to watch. So I'm kind of just sat there, just in my own place. I know it's rude, but I had my phone out. There wasn't much to talk about with anyone. I was just like, yeah, the weather's nice. It's cold as hell. Just like whenever you get bored, you always end up talking about the weather. For some odd reason, you always oh, it's kind of cold. It's kind of. I'm wearing.
You I understand that to the point because I'm a bank teller, so every time
Uh,
somebody comes in, I'm like, "How you feel about the weather?" Because I don't know what to say to
oh
these
yeah,
people.
even me at the store, in the customers, all the customers. That's all I talk. That's all we talk about. Weather. And if I try and talk to them about something else, they look at me weird. Like, dude, I'm just
Yeah.
asking you how your day was, right? And it's like, oh my
Granted,
goodness.
I have I have this one member that comes in that loves comic books, and he's like an older guy. He's like in his 50s, and he loves to see me get excited about comic books and describe to him what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, he's one of the few ones that he will only go to me. He literally comes up and says, "I'm waiting for her" at the end, so we can sit there and talk about comic books while everybody else looks at her strange. Which I'm
Yeah.
perfectly okay, but
Mm-hmm.
that's the type of people I like. I mean, I typically can join conversation and everything, but it's
Mm-hmm.
just those are my addictions. That's
Oh
what I
yeah,
love,
definitely. And
and that's what interests.
it's always nice to talk about something that you're interested in. You
Yeah,
know, always nice.
or at least someone that doesn't judge you for
That's
those
it.
interests. They at
Exactly.
least try to listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I do. I try not to be completely rude because if I'm not into the same thing that people are, but I do try to listen to them and try to learn what they are into. Unless it's something really stupid, then I just can't do it.
No, no,
Um,
I completely understand that. I completely understand that. Like, so when someone's trying to talk to me about golf, I look at them weird because I'm like, I don't know where you got that I like golf. I have no idea what you're talking about right now. Absolutely no idea what you're talking to me about. But no, I have a few customers myself that come in and I can have a little conversation to them about, say, computers or games or TV shows and stuff like that. But it's like one in a dozen, you know.
yeah.
So it's one of those things, a hit and miss, and I can pretty much jump into any conversation, but sometimes I just don't want to, and that might be a little rude to some people, but meh, whatever.
I think as long as you're not completely disrespectful, you're okay. That's all. I mean, as long as you don't tell them like, "Shut up, I don't care."
Yeah,
But
yeah. Just be
like
mannerable.
as a bank teller, it seems like people want me as a psychologist too. So they tell me their entire life story about why they are negative in their account or something else. And I listen to them. And some stuff is, they have a crappy thing that happened to them. But I try to listen unless, like I said, unless BS pops up and I'm like, no, I can't do this. Can you please move along?
Yeah.
Um, but, just try to be respectful of what everybody
Yeah,
likes.
yeah,
That's all I.
definitely. That's what I feel like. As most gamers, I feel like most gamers our age, I feel like we are respectful to one another. I feel like yeah, we rage from time to time when when something's not going our way. But when it comes to like real life social stuff, we are pretty mannerful and we have common courtesy and manners.
Yeah, and that is
That's
100% true.
yeah,
At
and I
least
feel
in
like
real life. On internet, people like to be what they can't be in real life because
pretty
they know
much
they'll get punched.
that's it.
But like for
Yeah.
example, at the convention that we had this weekend, like usually all the anime nerds and gaming nerds and everybody there, because the anime convention
Mhm.
are very respectful. They
Mhm.
actually, I mean, there might be a few people that do things wrong or anything, but we actually care about each other.
Yeah, exactly.
And the weird thing that happened this weekend was that this girl that was 15-year-old had gone missing.
Wow.
Okay, so we have a group of the convention on Facebook, and we're messaging each other, figuring out where she was last, who was she with, stuff like that. If you guys were in Tea Time with Deadpool, which is why I think Tea Time with Mo is funny. If you were at Tea Time with Deadpool, did you see so and so? Here's a picture. Oh yeah, I saw her. She left it around this time. So we sitting there. We're getting together. We're showing pictures to everybody. People who had cameras were trying to get their information. We gave them the cops' information. All this stuff. We're sitting there working together. Not being disrespectful. We didn't judge her because, oddly enough, the little girl who's 15 was a transgender too.
Okay.
So no one disrespected her in any sort of course. We went, tried to find them. They were still missing. Come to find out, this girl had planned to run away and was found smoking weed on somebody's porch.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And here I was gearing up for a happy ending. And this, you tell
I
me
mean,
this.
it was happy we
Well, yeah,
found
you
her.
found her, yeah, but the fact that you wanted to run away is something that, yeah,
It's
not
just I
great,
don't know
not
her
great.
life story. I don't know her life story, so I try not to judge.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the fact that everybody was worried about you, people that didn't know you, people that just happened to see you, was so worried about you that we was sitting up, we was walking around downtown trying to find you, and you just tell, oh yeah, I ran away on purpose, it was planned. Like,
Like, there's a lot of
not to
different
mention,
things that you can do before you run away, you know.
yeah, not to mention you didn't think of the consequences of the convention because of your actions. Because if you actually got kidnapped, they could have shut us down.
Oh yeah, that's true. Completely.
Yeah, like, exactly, Deadly. I was about to say bye, Felicia.
Hey, Uncle Elias, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to the stream. But it's that's a weird one. I mean, I'm like I said, like you said, you don't know the life story of this person or whatever. But there's different ways you can go about it. You know, there's different ways you can do this. You know, and unfortunately they didn't do the right thing. But you know what? This 15 years old, you can't really expect much from them, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and
But it's one of those things.
That's exactly what I was saying. It was great that we came together.
That's it.
And
That's
did
the
that.
thing. That's the thing that we have to take away. Is like we are like even in PAX East, right? I never had an argument with anyone. I feel claustrophobic most of the time, like when I'm in people, you know, in large groups and stuff like that. But I felt, you know, calm. I had no tiffs with anyone, no barging into each other, nothing bad happened, you know. And that's the beauty of it. And I was just so happy that I could talk to anyone. I could have literally gone up to anyone and said, "Hey, can I take a picture with you?" And they'd have been like, "Yeah, let's take a picture." You know, there's no people that was like, you know, like, "No, I'm not gonna take a picture with you." You know, that was the beauty of it. And you see that this is why I love these kind of events that just brings a whole bunch of people in that you don't know who they are, but they have the same interests as you, and therefore you have this universal love for each other, and that's just beautiful. That's just beautiful. Hey Wabbit, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Wabbit. See, and you're talking about PAX, and like you were sort of lucky when you went to PAX because you went to PAX when everybody went to PAX,
Yeah.
where like everybody you knew.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about when I first went. When I first went, I went with Mana. I was rooming with Mana, Miss Vixen, and Jenny Pina. First of all, I was like, how the heck did I get in a room with Miss Vixen?
Wow. Okay.
Come to find out, I didn't see her the entire week we were there.
Really? What?
Yeah, I don't know how. She knows me, I know her, but I don't know how we managed to not run into each other in the room or anything the entire week.
But she was still staying there though, right?
Yes, we were all staying there, but we just didn't stay in the room.
Oh, okay.
No, I think none of us slept in the room. We all slept at different places, like on Saturday night, somehow.
Okay.
And the greatest thing, yeah, I did. I roomed with both of them, and I can always have that as a bragging right. But I can always have to brag about that she actually never met me yet, but I saw her stuff.
Oh.
Like,
So she was definitely there, but
yeah,
she wasn't there.
Not at the same.
Yeah, you guys were just missing each other, not avoiding, you're just missing each other. You know, that's awesome. Wow.
But the thing was, Fred was probably the nicest person in the world. I don't know if you're in chat, Fred, but I will always remember Fred and Vince because they were so nice. You know, and I was so nervous. And when I get nervous, I talk a lot, which is pretty normal for me. But they were so nice. And they always made sure I was okay and we were together. And it was so fun because it was me meeting new people. That was the first time I met Fred in person. And then Vince, and then Misty. It was the first time I met Misty. And I think I met Misty before all you guys realized who she was. But that was a lot of fun. And the worst part was when I was walking around packed by myself, trying to figure out what I was gonna do because it was like a huge event. I didn't know where to go. I had people in the Frag Dog Cadets waving to me, and I'm like, hey, who you? I don't know, but I'll wave. You know, but everybody was so friendly, you know, like to me, and just making sure, you know, I was okay. I wasn't scared like of getting kidnapped. That was never a concern for me. Even the funniest thing is the Saturday night that I slept in Vince, Fred's, and Misty's room. It was so funny because I didn't feel uncomfortable, but I remember Vince going, you know, it's more room in the bed if you want to sleep in the bed. And I was like, stranger danger, stranger danger. I just fell asleep. I didn't even care. But it was so funny, and everybody was so nice.
Well, that's one of the biggest things for me as well. Like, everyone was so nice when I went to PAX East. You know, I felt like I'd known you guys for 20 years, never mind just a year or two. You know, I felt like I knew you for years and years and years and years. And yeah, you're completely right. Fred, Vince, they were super nice. You know, and it's kind of hard for me personally because I don't get that very often. You know, I don't get the. I mean, yeah, obviously my online life, everyone's nice to me, but like in like social circles and stuff, they're not. I'm kind of like the shy one or the quiet one. But I felt like when I was there, I felt like, you know, it's what I said at that point was, you don't know what you can accomplish unless you have good friends around you, and when you have good friends around you, you can accomplish anything. You know, and I was you know, walking around talking to people. I don't do that very often, you know, and it just felt like I was home, you know, and I love that. I love these kind of events. You guys are amazing. You know, I love meeting new people online and stuff like that because I feel like I'm gonna meet you guys in person one day. Even you, that Fox. I know you're gonna try and run away from me, but you know what? Chicky's got the lasso. Deadsy's got the bow and arrow. You know, I'm just gonna grab hold of you. No one, and everyone's just gonna get around me, just to get to you. But so yeah, don't worry. We're gonna catch you one day. We're gonna catch you, Foxy. But no, I mean, like, yeah, the love is there. The love in this community is like no other. Like no other. People can say they have the best communities in the world, but really, this is the best community in the world. Come on,
yeah.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Is like before I met everybody, contrary to popular belief, I used to be very shy. The reason why I stopped being so shy is because I went to college and I found out so many people that pissed me off. But two would be at one point I stopped caring what people think. That's like, for me, throughout my high school career, I was known as the black nerdy girl. That's who I was. I was president of Geek Squad, like legit. I was president of Animation Club. We were the people that everybody believed we didn't bathe. Some of us didn't bathe as regularly as others.
Wow.
And, you know, it's true. Some of us were really like the stereotypical nerds. The other ones weren't. And I was like president of that. I got all good grades. I was always in the anime. Whatever happened, you know, I was always in charge of it. I was president of the tier. I made like so much money for our club and everything. And then when I got to college, I didn't really know how many people were actually into it. So I had a lot of hard time making friends. But that's when I started getting on Twitch. And my good friends were at home where I grew up, not at college with me. Now it's funny because I have those people literally right next door to me. Like, we lived in the last 3 houses of this block, and we're a crazy mess. But in college, you have a lot of people that judge you. Even like I remember my first year in college, I had all my roommates told everybody I was creepy and strange, which was funny because one of my friends came in the room and was like, "Hi, what's your name?" I was like, "My name's Jennifer." Oh, okay, cool. And he said, "Oh, so you had a PlayStation 3. Me and him started talking, and he's half drunk, and he yells back, "Guys, she's not weird. She's just dirty." I was like, "Thank you."
Thanks for that. Thanks for bringing attention to it. But it's fine. It's cool. Yeah. Hey, Grantive, how's it going, buddy? Oh my goodness. Yeah. I wasn't. To be honest, I wasn't nerdy in school. Yeah, I had my glasses, and I was an average student. But I was a football. I was an athlete. And I was kind of semi, let's just say like popular. But that doesn't really mean anything in high school, to be honest with you. High school, college, and stuff like that doesn't mean anything at all in the real world. So yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I can't really relate to people think. Well, I think people did think I was weird, though. People did think I was weird because I used to game and still stuff as well. But I don't know. It's just one of those things. So let's. So you said that you went to AnimeCon recently, and you've been to PAX East a couple of times. Do you have any events that are coming up so that people in the chat know where they can meet you up?
Let's go PAX East for sure.
Okay, you definitely go in PAX East. That's cool.
And then New York Comic Con.
Ooh.
Is New York Comic Con or is San Diego? I would like to go to either one, but it depends on which ticket I get. It depends on which one to go. Because last year I went to New York Comic Con. And then Otakon, which Vince is not here, but Vince is going, so I was gonna go. It's in Baltimore. It's a huge East Coast anime convention. I actually want to dress up for it. So I'm working on my outfit because it's like in August.
Ooh.
And I think those are the 3 next events I'm going to. I typically try to go to comic book conventions, anime conventions, and gaming conventions.
Yeah, no point going to all the other ones, right? Do you so you're going to be cosplaying? Is that what I'm hearing right now?
Yes.
Okay, now is it a surprise, or will you tell us who you're gonna be?
It's going to probably be a surprise. And let me answer a question real quick. No quote for humanity question. Gemini, I remember you mentioned Jeff was Gemini earlier. Is that where you get your alias? Okay, no quote. I actually don't get my alias from that game. I get that alias from me being born a twin on May 25th as a Gemini. I am actually the second set of twins in my family. And I was born happened so as the horoscope Gemini as well. So to me, being a Gemini means a lot to me because I'm pretty much the second of everything. Like, it's my family only has twins for some reason, and everybody happens to be born as a couple in a month as well. My parents are even 5 days apart as far as dates. So I love being a Gemini, and it also represents me very well because I am pretty good when it comes to normal stuff. I am not as socially awkward as most nerds. I actually can't hold conversations. But everybody looks at me like, oh, she's just a normal person. But the side of me that people don't understand is I'm a complete and utter nerd. And even as I am, people usually get along with me very well. So I always say that's the Gemini side because I have 2 things that make one complete person.
I think you're a complete person. I don't believe that there's 2 of you that could make you. You are you. You are awesome. You are amazing. You're such an amazing person. Really good friend. Really great listener. Yeah. You better pose. You better. You really are, though. You really are. You're an amazing. You're an amazing person. I don't think there's still a half of you somewhere else. Nah, I think you're a complete person. You are Gemini. You will always be my Gemini. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So no, I've got to disagree with you with that. That's just my personal thing. I feel like you are a complete person.
Thank you. And as far as the cosplay, I think I'm gonna do Terracotta from Blaze Blue.
I'm gonna nod like I know what that is.
Okay. Well, she's the big. I think you've seen it because Shimmy has it on her channel. The cat girl with the hood and the black. Okay, maybe not.
Probably not.
Okay, well, that's one person I was gonna do, and I'm actually gonna do one in tribute to Monty Ohm. If you guys are big fans of Ruby or Dead Fantasy, he has a black chick in Ruby that is an evil villain that I wanted to dress up like, in memory of him since he just died this week, which is so sad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Wow, that's yeah. I think that'll be a cool tribute. That'll be a cool tribute. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, those are really good cosplays, though. Well, I'm assuming because you're going to be doing it, you're going to look good in it anyway. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, those are. I'm glad to see that you're going to be trying cosplay.
Yeah.
We want to see. We want pictures, guys. We want pictures, right?
You definitely will get pictures.
All of them pictures. We want to see them. We want to see like on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook, whatever you can throw it on. Just throw it up there. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I definitely will. One of my really good friends here is a good seamstress, and she makes a bunch of costumes. So, so I think we're gonna get into it. And also, I've been trying to like work out on the side so I can get a little bit smaller for some of the outfits. But I'm just trying to sit there and make sure I'm healthy as well because both my grandparents have diabetes, so I have to be careful.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if they take ice cream from me, I'm killing myself.
I'm sure you can still eat a little bit of ice cream here and there, or sugar-free ice cream, because
no,
that's like hell on earth. But whatever. You know what I mean? Or like, come on, if they were serving ice cream in hell, it'd be sugar-free ice cream.
I know. They'd be sugar for everything. They would just be like, "You gotta do this to me. Just give me something."
Sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, all of that.
Don't give me the ice cream. You gave me snow. You gave me snow.
I gave you snow. That's it. Yep. Okay, so let's touch on anime very, very quickly. You love anime, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite anime of all time? Because I'm such an anime noob, if you are going to give me one anime to watch, which one would it be?
Okay, if I give you, okay, so as to watch, okay, I got one. Yeah.
She's gonna bring out all the good stuff.
Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
One of the better. I can't say it's my favorite because I have too many. Like I can probably do top 5.
Okay. Go for it. Top 5. Go for it.
But this would be my top 5. Would probably be Air Gear, Fairy Tail, Sayuki. What else? Kogias, and I'm missing one. Not Kill la Kill. Which one else could I get? There's too many. This is too hard. Why do you ask questions like this? That's 4.
Okay, so I did try Cowboy Bebop. I watched one episode. I didn't get into it. I thought the animation style wasn't my cup of tea.
Okay,
So
that's reasonable. Yeah. By the way, Daft Fox, I have Yu Yu Hakusho. I have season 1 and 2 behind me.
Wow.
Samurai Champloo, I don't have. Let me just show y'all my.
Go for it.
Let's see how far I can get this over with.
Wow.
That's my bookshelf.
You have a very organized bookshelf there.
Yep.
Wow. And all those are anime?
Anime and comic books.
Oh wow, okay.
You at the corner, I'll show it to you. Okay, so right here we have comic books. We got the new Wonder Woman 52 with the old X-Men Legends, the Uncanny X-Men, the Avengers, and the Outsiders. Wow. And then this is all my Bleach, including my mini Deadpool.
Top shelf there, yeah.
Just right there. My Sayuki Get Backers, Dean Angel, my DS games, my DVDs of anime, and that's my Air Gear. Not to mention my new figurine of Kill la Kill. She's beautiful.
Lower it a bit. Lower it. Yeah, there we go. Wow.
Awesome.
Cool.
That I just bought. So, yeah, I have a lot of random stuff. This is just something I'm trying to start out with. So I plan to get another bookshelf, and I'm gonna have more than that.
Wow, you got a nice collection there. That's good.
I try.
I kind of want that kind of collection as well, but not probably not comic books because I've never really been into comic books. Maybe I'll try and get into like graphic novels and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like The
And
Walking Dead is still good.
yeah.
Like if you went against that, that's one that
Mhm.
Chicky collects that I sort of wish I would collect.
Yeah.
Soul Eater Deadly is really good. I do like Ranma as well. It just depends on people's taste. I
Yeah.
have
Sure.
a hard time answering favorite anime because everyone has different tastes. And it depends if you, because I like a little sillier stuff with good storylines. That's me. I'm a funny person. Anybody that makes me laugh. Typically, I'm a clown myself. If you guys don't know me, I'm usually the one cracking jokes. But and then they have some ones that are really serious. And if you like horror, there's tons that you like horror. But I'm not really huge into horror. I'm not really into zombies either because I think zombies are sort of overdone right now. That's my own personal opinion.
Yeah. Same here.
But I think anime in general is for everybody because you can always find something that you like. That's the thing.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
There's something you can find.
I mean, I watched the first ever anime that I really watched that was a TV series was Black Lagoon, which I
Yeah.
did enjoy that. I really enjoyed that one. And then I went into High School of the Dead. A lot of people recommended that one to me. I tried Fairy Tail. I tried Cowboy Bebop. I wasn't too interested in those. I went with the other one. What was it called now? The one with the Titans.
Oh, Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan. Yeah. And I haven't watched any other anime after that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like it just depends like I said on what you're into. I like a lot of them. There's some I like a lot more. And then there's even some romance ones that I really like. And I'm not really a romantic type person, but it's just it's different, and
Yeah.
it depends on how I feel too. Because based on how I feel, depends on what I want to watch,
That's true. That's true.
or what I want to do.
Yeah. It's the same
'cause
with
some
me and
days
gaming.
yeah. So it depends if I'll get into it. Sometimes I'll watch something and I don't like it, like Naruto. If anyone's into Naruto, when it first came out, when I started reading it, I liked it a little bit more.
Wow. Okay.
But it just took me a long time. No harems. First of all, Mo is a harem.
Wait, what?
Mokaji is a harem. You are.
Um.
You're the only guy full of the Power Planeteers. You are a harem. You need to make a harem anime called Power Planeteers.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's how it goes. Unfortunately, yeah. But yeah, I mean, like that's one of those things for me as well. Like especially in gaming, like whenever you're feeling it, you play that game. Like I can't play a game over and over and over and over again. I mean, unless it's like super super good, like Last of Us or something like that. But I don't know. I mean, like I have to be feeling it. I tried playing a game the other day, and it just wasn't me. It just wasn't me. Hey, Baker Boy. But yeah. So yeah, that was anime, right? And you're really into anime, and that's awesome. That's really awesome. I can't wait to see your cosplay and everything. So let's go for gaming. Let's go back to gaming. Is there any games that you're looking forward to in 2015 that you're thinking about picking up soon?
For sure, the Final Fantasy 15
Hell to
and
the yes.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh hell yeah.
Those are like the two biggest ones.
Oh yeah, definitely. Those are two that I can't wait to play, personally.
Yeah.
I just hope those are this year though. I just hope those are this year. I'm so hoping that it's this year, but I don't think they will be this year. I know everyone's saying Kingdom Hearts.
15 will at least be this year. Kingdom Hearts may be a lot.
I don't think there isn't. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be this year because last I heard they were only 60% done with that game. So I don't know. I don't think it's gonna come out this year. And if they do come out, yeah, and if it does come out this year, it'll be something. That'll be something. But the earliest I'm thinking both Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy will be in March next year. That's what I'm thinking. I really want them to come out this year, but there's a part of me that just thinks no, it's not gonna happen. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Besides those, I think Bloodborne is going to be good. Persona 5.
Persona 5, yeah,
Um.
that'll be something.
Yes.
Also, one that might not
Um.
be this year. Just saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. Division will be
What
looks
else?
good. Division looks good.
Yeah, Division does look good. What else am I looking forward to?
Phantom
I haven't
Pain,
really been
Metal Gear.
looking into too many. Majora's Mask
Oh
on
yeah.
3DS.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to. That was probably my favorite Zelda game, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles X. I'm still in my sister's Wii U for that.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna get away with it,
Yeah.
but I could try. What else? What else do I have? Batman.
Okay. That one's I'm a bit iffy on. That one is a bit.
Yeah.
The one I'm slightly iffy on because I loved Arkham Asylum. City I didn't get into. I felt like it was the same stuff, and I didn't. I think the combat personally, yes, it was fluent, but it was slow. You know, so and you're getting a lot of fights in that. So I don't know. I might give it a go if people are raving on about how good it is, then yes, I will definitely give that game a go.
Yeah, Zelda Wii U is also a good one. That I'll probably buy my twin sister once again for her birthday, then I'll play it. But that's all I can think of right at the moment. Besides, like I play Final Fantasy 14 online right now the most. Wow. That and yeah, that is pretty much what I play the most at the moment. So they got to come out with an expansion in March as well. So that's going to be very interesting to me.
Yeah.
See, what I liked about Arkham City, though, Deadly Ammo, is that I thought it was amazing. I liked it better than I liked Arkham Asylum. But I think it's probably because of the Catwoman and the extra stuff that you could do. Like, you can meet all his enemies, like Deadshot, the dude that counts to himself. Z's, something like that. Stats, yeah, who cuts himself.
Cuts himself every time he kills someone, yeah.
Yeah, the Riddler, I think that type of stuff was what made it more exciting for me. And also being able to glide across the map and stuff like that, and then you got to play as Robin. Yeah. So I thought that was probably more exciting. I also like the storyline. I like the storyline a lot.
I remember playing through it enough to when you start playing as Catwoman, I believe. That's the last I remember playing. I think, yeah, I was Catwoman. And after that, I stopped playing it. I don't know why I stopped playing it. I felt like it was just like sluggish and stuff for me. Catwoman's combat was a lot quicker. But I don't know why I stopped just playing it. But I kind of want to give it another go, but we'll see. There's just so many games that I have to finish still, to start still, so don't know when that's gonna happen, but hopefully soon, I don't know. It's definitely a series that I did like. Well, I like the thought of, so who knows, I might pick that one up when it comes out.
Yeah. And I understand that too, because I still haven't played Far Cry 4, or what other game came out with it? It was Far Cry...
Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Neither did I. I never picked both of those up. And I was very interested in Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 4. Didn't play either. Why? Just too many games. Way too many games to play through. And I'd like to devote my time into these games with great narration in it. With a great storyline in it. Because that's the best way you are going to appreciate it more. Like, just look at The Last of Us. If you had played that between other games, you wouldn't feel the same. For me, if I played that through all the way once and through all the way twice, and it was just amazing. And I can't imagine me playing something in between those, so.
Yeah, it's also like an addiction. When you get a game that's so good, you don't want to put it down. That's when you know you got a good game.
Yeah, completely true.
Because the game I got in November that I was stuck on was Dragon Age Inquisition. that game was flat out amazing.
Really?
Amazing.
Was that your
Everything
first Dragon
about it.
Age, or
Huh?
was that your first Dragon Age, or?
No, second.
Okay.
I played the original. I mean, the Origins. I didn't
wow.
play 2, but then I played an Inquisition.
Wow. Okay. So I'm
Yeah.
wondering if I should get that game because I haven't played any of the others, so I don't know how good it will be. But I don't know. I mean, like, if it's I love to. I don't really want to start a game mid-series, you know. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, I did that with 1 or 2 games, but I don't want to do that with most games.
Yeah.
So,
Some stuff you got to build it up to in order to understand it. Oh, forgot the game for this year, Uncharted 4.
Oh, of course, of course. How do we forget these games? Uncharted 4. I was talking to someone this afternoon on Twitter about what games I was looking forward to, and I completely forgot Uncharted 4. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So that's one of the biggest ones. That's the biggest one that I'm looking forward to as well.
Yeah. Because Naughty Dog knocks it out the park every year.
Every year. That's just the beauty of Naughty Dog at the moment. They don't even use up that much budget these days, and they still get amazing results. And I think that they're one of the biggest and best developers out there. But you know, like, they listen to their fans. They work their butts off with these games and make sure they're working. So that's one of the biggest things, you know.
Yeah.
So we are actually at the end of the stream, Jimmy. I know we could talk for hours and hours and hours and hours. Yeah, me and you, we've never had a dull conversation, you know. So I would love to have you on again at some point, you know, because there's so much more that we need to talk about. There's so much more we need to talk about. But thank you for coming on and being on Tea Time with Mo. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, I actually had a lot of fun.
Yay, that's
and seeing
good.
some people I've never met. I don't think I've ever met No Quote for Humanity. If I have, I probably said hi for a second. Seeing Deadly and Airscape and stuff like that. Like, I'm trying to get back on Twitch more often because I haven't been around because I'm just working and doing other things. But I'm trying to come back and be part of the community more,
That's awesome.
and not be, you know, away or isolated.
Well, I'm glad that you're back, you know, and you're trying to come back slowly, because we miss you, you know.
I miss you guys too.
And I mean, like, I want to tell everyone that GeminiWolfe is amazing. She's super cool. She's very nice. You guys follow GeminiWolfe on Twitter. Follow her on Twitch. Do you want to put your Twitch stuff in the chat for everyone to?
I actually would prefer everybody to follow me on Twitter just because I don't really stream. I
don't
think that.
I mean, like, I think people should follow you on there just in case you do decide to stream one time. You know, it's always nice to say hi and stuff like that. You know, so make sure you give Jemmy a big follow. You know, make sure you follow her on Twitter as well, because you know, she's awesome. She's awesome. She's very nice, like I said, and you won't regret it. You won't regret it at all. But
well, thank you both for having me on.
No problem.
I appreciate
no
it.
problem.
Air hugs.
Air hugs. But yeah, you are awesome, and I really wanted you on. You know, I really wanted you on because, like I said, like I tell everyone, you know, you guys are amazing, and just because you aren't been on once, that doesn't mean you're not gonna be on again. Because this is my show, I do what I want.
Yeah, well, we gotta set up a time to play like Garden Warfare or something.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
That's what we should do.
We definitely need to game. We definitely need to game. You and everyone else that has the game on the stream, right? And on PlayStation 4, we definitely need to play some games, guys. We definitely need to play some games. Anywho, guys, thank you all for coming. Really appreciate it, and we will see you later on. Bye, guys.